Hello everybody, it's William. So previously we have made our own extension, and as sort of like a ritual of the programmer, we name it the Hello World, and make our extension print out a Hello World, right? Hello, welcome to William Jamming's YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is William Jamming, and in this channel I will update daily about programming, about development, about app development, about game development, and artificial intelligence, and how to combine the AI into the workflow of creating something new. Okay, so this will be a pretty exciting journey, and if you think my video is helpful, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's dive into this plugin development. And as I promised, we already got the pretty basic demonstration app, not necessarily app, just plugin out, and let's dive in. As promised, we are going to make more functionality to it. So let me introduce you guys a pretty important resources. This sort of like the Bible for your Chrome extension development. That is the documentation. Okay, so you can just search a Chrome extension doc, and docs for documentation, and you can get it all this the latest doc here and agree all these good things. Okay, and we can get a welcome, get it, and I think I have to admit that Google do a great job in maintaining the detailed documentation, and it really helped developers a lot. And so thank you, Google. And yeah, this documentation can act as your go-to reference, especially say you want this manifest version 3, how to do this migration, something like that, and all this API reference and all these examples. I think is pretty good. You can get all this sort of example, hello, my bookmark, all sort of thing, and you can even got all these source codes download, and you can try this out. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good, right? So what I'm going to do is to sort of use it as a go-to place, and I'm going to place that alongside our development screen, so you can check it and test it at the same time. It's an amazing experience. So let me show you. So the main section we're going to use is the API reference, because the Chrome is like a huge machine, okay, and we developer, especially the extension developer, is like using some parts of this huge complex machine and switch. Okay, so we use a switch. We use this switch to build a system upon it. Okay, so in order to trigger that switch, we're going to use the API, which is the sort of a mechanism that Chrome developer, the developer of Chrome, provide for us. Okay, so we got a lot of stable API, and we can use that switch to make this complex machine to do a lot of things. So for example, I think we already got this extension here. As I promised, I'm going to make it right side and left side. Let me just make the font size a little smaller. Let me search that. Okay, so font, because I think that's definitely too big. Maybe just 20. Okay, because I'm going to make it appear at the right side and left side, so it become much easier for me to read. And the documentation here, okay, so the documentation here is the sort of the go-to source for what does it mean. Okay, what if I want to do something? Okay, so let's quick review the extension that we wrote, and you can get the idea of what I'm actually doing. Okay, so we got action. So let's search that in this. Okay, so we got action, and yeah, action, we search that is the API. Okay, so Chrome 88 plus and manifest version 3 above, use the Chrome Action API to control the extension icon in the Google Chrome toolbar. Okay, so we got this action. Inside of it, we got all this availability. We got a table of contents, right? We got all this this is like the table of content TOC, okay, and you get also the manifest. What should I do? And yeah, they even give you some of the example or create a canvas, something like that. Okay. So this is a good way of doing things. So essentially, we just use this action to bring up a pop-up. So once you click this, you bring up a pop-up window. Okay, and of course we got all sort of icon here, and of course the popup.html is just like a website. Okay, so you click it, you open a new mini browser, and this we can actually right click and inspect that. Okay, and you can, let me bring this new window here, so you can inspect it. This is just like any other inspection. If you are viewing a website, right click and inspect, you can bring that development tool. You can watch the source code, the HTML, the body, and the style, or the CSS file. So basically you can edit this as if it's just a website. Okay, so it's just a website inside of a small container, like in a mobile phone, something like that. Okay, so once you got that, we can achieve a lot by using this technology, because we already know this is website. So website can have say JavaScript, can have CSS, can have all sort of thing. Right now we just have a HTML with style embedded in it, and let's make this even more complex by bring out this style. Let's just single out a CSS file, so I can control it. I can even add some JavaScript, so I can control it. I can even use say modern web framework, the JavaScript, React, TypeScript, Webpack, something like that. And yeah, we can make it more complex, like a mini app, a mini web application. But it's pretty quick for you to deploy that and to test the idea of whether your idea work or not. You can accumulate your user bases, and you can quickly publish that to the Google's extension store, and it can give you a lot of traction and traffic free. Okay, so let's get started by making this complex as I promised. Okay, right, so let's add style sheet. So essentially just bring this out. This is just a basic HTML, CSS, just basic web intro thing. So yeah, if you haven't heard of any of it, I strongly recommend that you go through my web developer bootcamp first, and then this is like a bonus section for the web development. Okay, so yeah, because the web development can become pretty complex, and this is just pretty easy part, because we're just using a mini version of a modern framework. Okay, so let me just cut it, because I'm going to reference that at the head section, and yeah, we can just link it. Okay, so let me just link, and we got the reference spreadsheet. Thanks for the Copilot, and you can just bring out whatever I want, and at I think 90% of your accuracy, and that's just simply great. And we already got this popup.html, so why not got the popup CSS? Okay, .css, and that will be our reference. So we got no directory here, which means that that is the same directory as the popup.html. So we can just right click and add a style sheet, and that will be our popup.css. Okay, so it's just CSS file, and we can just copy and paste. Remember, we got that all this style sheet, and we can just paste it here, so you can successfully reference it. And I think we don't need to say that is a style. We just let me just delete that. Okay, altogether. That's much quicker. Just the body section, and we got that. And of course, I think I also got the let me look at. We also got h1 here, so I can single out the h1 and say that the h1 will be yeah, the automatic generated font size or the bold margin padding. Let me add something, okay? So let me add some color. For testing purpose, it's recommended that use a pretty outstanding color so you know exactly what to change. So let me make it brown, okay? I think it's pretty outstanding. Maybe just green, I think it's pretty outstanding, okay? And of course, once you save it, you need to reload it, okay? So that's the reason why I just put it left here as a sort of development environment, and right here this extension. You can just simply click and reload this, and this is automatically reloaded. Let me just click it, and you can see the clear changes, and that's exactly the same reason why I use a pretty outstanding color for the font, especially the H1 is there, the text that we want to show here is pretty outstanding, right? And you can clearly see that you made the change and the code is working. Okay, so yeah, so let's go back to popup.html. So this will be our popup HTML web. It's not website, it's just a web page. Okay, and remember we add HTML with CSS, and what about JavaScript? Remember, this is just a simple minimized version of website, so we can add JavaScript as well. So let's just try this out. Let's just grab the current time and plug that into a JavaScript, and hopefully it can work. Okay, so we can make our own JavaScript file by I think this is a body here. Let me just separate that and say that we also got some script. Sorry, we also got some script, and as smart as Copilot just automatically generate that script and reference for me, and script source pop-up jest script. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, nothing for me to do here because it's already pretty good. And what I'm going to do is to copy the pop-up, and because the reference URL indicate that we need to create the same directory, so that just create the JavaScript file called name pop-up. Okay, and the automatic got a copyright illustrator.com. I think that's pretty good. That's exactly what I want, because yeah, and they just automatically got some Chinese here, and let's just do it ourselves. Okay, this is that last modify. I think the Copilot got some sort of a privacy issue, because I think this is definitely some Chinese blokes work, and it's just automatically got that recommended to me. So that's let me pause a few minutes, because I want to discuss this issue and share my opinion with you guys. And I'm still a little bit doubtful about the providing of otherwise context to feed it and to get recommendations from the large language model or some coding model like the Copilot or ChatGPT, because you don't know the boundary of the information that they gathered and they train and they recommend. So this is clearly some leakage of the information, or at least give me appearance of that there's some Chinese blokes programmers code just got leaked out. Okay, so yeah, I don't know the exactly theory behind the Copilot's recommendation, but clearly give your user a sense of uncertainty about whether to use it, whether it's safe or not. Okay, you can even got the last modified data, and I think that's not too good. But let's just continue, and we're not going to write Chinese here, so let's just continue to write our code. Basically, just write some JavaScript. Let's just say that I want to get the local time. Okay, so const, and we got this sort of a time elements, and time elements. Yeah, I think they just got that for me. Document get element by ID time. That's perfect. Okay, and then I can say that yeah, got by date. Just generate a new date. Okay, so const we got this current time equals to by ID current. Yeah, let me just renew that by using a date function. Okay, so let me just delete that. Let me just new something here. So new a date, and you can change that to a string. So to local date string. Okay, you change that, and you can say that the time element and dots. You can got text content here and say that. Let me use the string concatenation. Say the current time is a certain time. Okay, so we can plus. This is just sort of a concatenation, the current time, or you can just add a variable here by using this dollar sign. And remember, we got this current time here. Current element. Sorry, this is not current element. This is supposed to be current time. Will be a string, current time string, and we a new day. So we're going to use it by pass it here, and current time equals to new a date to yeah. This is pretty strange. Just the Y is not highlighted. Okay, const we got current time. Okay, string new a date to local time string. It's just string. I'm just get rid of this one, and time element, the content, the current time is that we pass that in. Yeah, don't think that there's anything wrong about it, and just use this for simplicity. Okay, so that's pretty good. Copyright it's3.com and William Jamming. Okay, and we also got williamjamming.com, so this is nothing fancy. Let me just reload that, run it again. Strange. Let's go back to script. Oh, sorry, I haven't got this ID here because in this JavaScript I got this find element by ID element time, so I need to add an ID, say this is time. So sorry guys, YouTube channel right now it's a let me add another maybe H2 here, say that right now it is time, and just get this to local time here, and it's time, and then I'm going to show the time in a pretty big, let's just make it big. Okay, ID time, because I'm going to reference that. I think the compiler just scan my code and then just get the hand of it and know that I need to got an ID of time. So yeah, right now it is time. The current time is current time, and pretty strange. It does not show the JavaScript. So let me do a quick debug. Sorry guys, I found the reason. First is that this is not date string, this is time string, and this will be a backslash. Okay, so this means that I'm going to insert that rather than just use this normal string. And I think I'm going to reload that. I think okay, reload that, click it, and yeah, sorry, this one should be okay. Let me reload that. Okay, we got this current time here, and I think I need to make it more natural color. So we got the CSS file. This is that color just crazy. And maybe just make it blue, dark blue, velvet, something like that. Maybe dark blue. Just make it dark, okay, so easier for the eye. Okay, this is current time. Yeah, this is pretty good because I'm using H1 and H1 here, and the center is H2, so that's the reason why the center do not have any style on it. And the current time is 11 o'clock, yeah, something like that. Okay, so that's pretty good. And of course, I think I may need more space here, so maybe just adding that height to let me think, maybe 500, and reload that. Yeah, that's much more space. Okay, so especially you want something more on your pop-up. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So we to warm it up, we made all this icon inside the image and make our project a little bit complex by sort of moving this pop-up the HTML to a website, what like a normal. It's not a pretty cutting edge framework, just a simple HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so we use that to achieve the basic functionality of click this icon or bring out the mini browser. We got all this website elements that we want, and of course we got the CSS running as well as the JavaScript running, and we can even execute some of the functionality to fetch the current time. Okay, so I think yeah, it's already 20 minutes. It's already pretty long. And if you're still there, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Okay. So in the next video, I think I'm going to add more functionality by, when you click this, maybe right click, we got a hello world, we remove, unpin and manage, view all this permission, inspect pop-up. Yeah, all sort of functionality. I'm going to yeah, add all that. So stay tuned. Okay, bye.